Hello everyone, my name is Junho. I'm a director at Ivy Global, and today I want to share with you what the top schools are looking for in an applicant. Let's take a look at this admissions pie chart. Let's take a look at the large state schools. So schools like Michigan, Virginia, UCLA. Now if you look at this chart, as you can see from here, your grades from school, so your GPA and your SAT or the ACT scores matter the most. Okay, and there's a small portion of that pie that says personal. And when we say personal, it simply means things that you do within school and outside of school, and all your extracurricular activities, recommendation letters, interview, personal statements, and so on. Now, for state schools, for large state schools, that is, these personal aspects of your application matter very little, right? So you want to focus more on your grades and your SAT or the ACT scores. Now let's take a look at the small liberal arts colleges, schools like Amherst, Williams, Wellesley, Middlebury. Now these schools, I'll say this, up to about 50% of their admission process is based on your personal aspect of the application. So what you do within school, outside of school matter to them. Your interviews are very, very important part of the process, and your personal statements as well. So if you look at the chart, up to about 25%, school grade, and 25% your SAT or the ACT, and the rest is based on your personal aspect of the application. Now, what about Ivy League schools, plus some of the top private schools? Okay, what are they looking for in an applicant? I'll say this, take a look at this chart. It's 1/3 your GPA, 1/3 your SAT or the ACT scores, and 1/3 personal. So what does that mean? It simply means you have to do everything well. But having said this though, when you look at this chart, still the 2/3 of the pie is based on your academic. Depending on what type of schools that you're aiming for, whether it's large state schools, small liberal arts colleges, and or an Ivy League school, your strategy of applying to these schools may be different. Large state schools focus more on your school. Small liberal arts colleges, you want to get involved within school, outside of school. Great teacher recommendations matter. For Ivy League schools, your GPA is as important as your SAT scores, as your SAT scores are as important as your personal aspect of the application, and so on. So there you have it, guys. This is what the top schools are looking for in a nutshell. But there's a big difference between large state schools and the small liberal arts colleges in terms of what they're looking for. So take a look at the charts, and depending on what you're really aiming for, your focus and your strategy should be different. Thank you.